Claudio Ranieri's Leicester City tactics. Can we recreate them in eFootball? 10 years ago, Leicester City won their first Premier League title in their 132-year history, with just 5,000 to 1 odds to win the league before the season kicked off. Ranieri became Leicester City's manager in summer 2015, just after the season when the club got 14th place. Let's analyze key elements of Ranieri's tactics and the roles of the key players. Leicester City main formation was a 4-4-2 for the whole season. Most teams preferred a 4-2-3-1 or 4-3-3 and shifted away from the traditional 4-4-2 because a two-man midfield can struggle against a midfield three and consequently lose control over the match. But Leicester didn't care about having the ball, as they were the third lowest team in terms of possession with just 42.6%. Instead, they controlled by having disciplined defense. How did Ranieri solve the 4-4-2 midfield disadvantage? We have to discuss their double pivot, Conte and Drinkwater. 70% of the earth is covered by water, the rest by N'Golo Conte. Might sound like a meme, but it vividly describes Conte's style. Tireless work rate and insane defensive coverage. Conte was very quick in terms of both defensive reaction and speed of movement. Even though he joined Leicester with a very low transfer fee, his impact was huge. His 175 tackles and 156 interceptions topped the league. His coverage significantly compensated for the disadvantage of a midfield two. With Conte being the more aggressive midfielder, Drinkwater's positioning was more conservative and protected in front of the center backs so that Conte could press without worrying about leaving space behind. Ranieri kept his 4-4-2 extremely compact, so when one man was beaten, other defenders would trap the attacker by squeezing and narrowing down the space. The wingers and the fullbacks' defensive chemistry was also very important. Usually the fullbacks, Fuchs and Simpson, would track the wingers tightly in a man-to-man manner instead of staying still. But that would leave space behind, so Leicester's wingers, Albrighton and Mahrez, would also follow the players who ran into the space to fill in any open space. That way, it was hard to beat Leicester down the wings. And when the opponent attacked on one wing, Leicester's winger on the other wing would tuck into the midfield to avoid being overloaded in the middle. So Ranieri's defensive tactics made very good use of key players and had very synchronized movements. Now let's look at how Leicester City attacked. They rarely built up with short passes. Schmeichel started his goal kicks with a long pass most of the time. The center backs, Huth and Morgan, were very good at physical duels but not ball-playing defenders. So their job was to give simple passes to the double pivot or send long balls. Drinkwater was like an anchorman or orchestrator who made safe decisions against high press, while Conte was like an engine. His ball progression was key in counterattacks. After Conte regained possession, he was able to drive the ball forward immediately so that the front four could run into dangerous areas behind the defenders. Leicester was also dangerous down the wings. Albrighton and Mahrez were both inverted wingers, meaning that they played on the opposite side of their main foot. Albrighton could make right-footed in-swing passes towards the forwards, while Fuchs would support him by making overlap runs. Mahrez on the right could just dribble by himself. He was both prolific, recording 17 goals and 11 assists, and tactically important on the ball, and won the PFA Player of the Year award. Simpson rarely supported Mahrez by making overlaps, but that meant that Mahrez always knew he could take risks because there was always a man behind. The striker partnership's movement completed Leicester's counterattack tactics. Vardy was a typical goal poacher, fast, aggressive, hard-working, and whenever the team got the ball, he started his runs and challenged the center backs. His movement made it easy for passers to spot him. Vardy had an amazing season, scored wonderful goals, and won the Silver Boot with 24 goals. Okazaki was a second striker. When the team started a counter, he started at a deeper position in the middle and connected passes with other runners. Then he immediately ran into the box to make sure there were enough goal-scoring threats. Though Okazaki only scored 5 goals, his off-ball movement and the way he gelled the attack made Leicester's attack simple and effective. Overall, Ranieri's side had good tactical discipline and key players who were very underrated at the time. What should be the team playstyle? I think it's definitely long ball counter, compact and deep defense, low possession, and immediately attacking the space behind. The formation is a very standard 4-4-1-1, with one SS and one CF. We can activate Beckenbauer's link-up if we use a box-to-box CMF and a goal poacher CF. We give the left back attacking to make more attacking runs. Schmeichel played like a defensive keeper, but any keeper can work. Then we can use our favorite defenders as Huth and Morgan. The left back was Fuchs, he was an attacking fullback, and the right back was Simpson, who was more like a defensive fullback, or any fullback given defensive instruction. Drinkwater was an anchorman or orchestrator DMF. Conte was more like a box-to-box or destroyer. Albrighton was a right-footed LMF. Any playstyle can work, and that's the same for Moraes on the right, except that he's left-footed. Okazaki can be replaced by a dummy runner or hole player. And finally, Vardy was definitely a goal poacher. Here's the summary of formation, instruction, and the table of players. Let's see how Ranieri's tactic performs in 3 division matches.
So we're up and running.
Conte's defensive coverage is so good. The center backs and the midfielders narrow down the opponent's space on the ball. Drinkwater intercepts and then immediately spots the wide runner. Then Albrighton makes a right-footed pass to Vardy from the left.
He's in a great position here. Takes a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Gets a good foot in there.
Very simple and effective counterattack. Okazaki is key here because he is an SS who connects passes between midfield and Vardy.
Now this could be a chance! Found the way through.
The defensive right back wins the ball, then the whole attack consists of one-touch passes.
Imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Shot could do! Zola. He'll try from this! Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Jude on a hat-trick. What do you think that
Vardy just keeps making these goal poacher runs non-stop.
The way he's been playing, I fully...
Real chance! Rijkaard is fouled. Yellow or red, it is...
Really should have learned from Leicester's defenders and just cleared it.
Go through. And that will be it. Leicester are walking off satisfied. His position, do they?
Not really, and not many.
The RMF, RB, and Conte squeeze the space and win the ball back. Then Okazaki's hold-up play creates space for his run.
Can he spark a counter here? That looks a good ball through. Can he finish? Classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping it.
That could spell trouble. And the shot! At his very best. Oh, he's enjoyed that.
So many stupid mistakes.
He loves the contest. Oh, it's a great ball here. There's the shot! It's a goal!
Are very punishable.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. Madrid leading now.
Well, they've done the hard
I love Okazaki's movement.
part now, Peter. Can they cling on? Or...
Okazaki! Placement. The
Conte, Vardy, simple as that.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the
Shoots! What a run! He's always playing with one eye on the spectacular. Plenty to aim at here. All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty.
NANI? I didn't even use shoulder charge. Do you think this should be a penalty?
Duke gets on his bike and on the move. It's Okazaki.
Is this match rigged?
Bike and on the move. It's Okazaki.
Not that it'll make him feel much better at the moment. Energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
He's on it, can he get away? Oh, he's got that all wrong, And it's a penalty. Leicester present their opponents with the comeback is complete.
Now, but this refusal to give up is brilliant.
Well, that looks a decent ball. Shot a goal!
Let's step up to the plate now.
And there goes the final whistle. Leicester just joined. You have just missed the kickoff.
This is a very nice run by Mahrez, a typical long ball counter-attack.
Play a huge part in the and the shots.
The element is always pace.
It's a bad situation because Conte is too far up in the attack, and only Drinkwater is
When
left.
it's applied like that.
Shapes the shoots. That's another chance. And he stuck it away. That is remarkable. He's on it. Can he get away? Bullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Rijkaard. And it's Okazaki. And that could set him on his way. And he's got away from him. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Leicester presented with a golden opportunity. His best to put him off. Goal! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
Fermin really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it's...
Tries a shot! Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up...
Leicester have a free kick.
Yup, always a yellow.
And get in the right position to do that.
It's necessary to have a goal poacher in this tactic because their runs are the foundation for this whole thing to work.
Chance for a shot! Well taken goal. Now it's Okazaki. Now, can they get him away? Silvestre finding himself in space.
There will be
Big
one
chance!
minute
It's a bad try. Added time is up, and there goes
Thank
the
you for
whistle.
watching. Will you give Ranieri's long ball counter tactic a try?